morning and thank you for being with us today. Before we get started with the ceremony itself, I'd like to invite Sarah Catani, a member of the Board of Trustees, to our 2023 graduation ceremony and invite her to come forward and welcome our families, our friends to Greenwood. Sarah.
Oh, what a morning. I'm Sarah Catani. I'm on the Board of Trustees at the Greenwood School, and my son Alexander is one of the members of the graduating class of 2023. It is an honor, a privilege, and a joy to stand up here today with Sways and Schmidt, the leaders of our school, and with these young gentlemen who have worked so hard and are graduating today. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I welcome all of you. We are so grateful to the faculty and staff who have worked with our boys and our young men, who've gone so above and beyond and have somehow in their lives found themselves here and created a magic that is beyond job description. Families, you found Greenwood. Thank goodness. Congratulations. You've done so much work, and there's so many of you who have supported us and helped us to get here. I'd like to offer to you young men today and to the Greenwood community a reflection and a question and a wish. The reflection is, I spend a lot of time thinking about Greenwood, and I think a lot about you boys and the school. And I think that today when you graduate, you're graduating with more than a high school diploma and a transcript that you'll pass on to your next step. You are graduating with two amazing life experiences and skills. And there's probably more than that, but I'm going to identify two right now. One is that at a point in time, you changed the course of your plan and your schooling and your education to come here. And you took a risk, and it worked. So you were in a hard place, or a place that wasn't really quite the right fit, and you came somewhere and you figured it out and it worked. This is really important to know how to do this in your life. You also, at a very young age, have had to identify, with the help of your families and your teachers, what your strengths are and your gifts are, and what your challenges are. Some people spend their whole lives trying to figure this out. You are leaving today having started to do an amazing amount of work on this, and this should help you feel confident and boost you and lift you in the next step. And the world that you are entering, despite everything that we say about how complicated and challenging it is, has things going on that are working in your favor. In higher education and in the job market, there are ways to make it work for you. And you can find that with new technologies, with new timelines, with new ways to process information, with new ways to find the right people who are your mentors and your teachers. This is such good news. On the board, which I just joined, we are laying the groundwork to start a strategic planning process for Greenwood. So as you guys leave today as alumni, and we begin this strategic planning process where we engage members of the community to think carefully about the next 10 years for the school, you then can start thinking about your own strategic plans. Where are you going to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 5 years? What are your dreams, and how are you going to make those things happen? And that's my question for you when you leave today. What's your strategic plan? And my wish for you is that the strategic plan includes Greenwood. Keep in touch with your friends, keep in touch with your teachers, your mentors, the staff, the partners, anybody. And also, find your Greenwood. Find the special, magical people and place in your next chapter that are the best of what you found at Greenwood. Congratulations, and thank you for letting me come and congratulate you.
Thank you, Sarah. Again, welcome to Greenwood's 44th commencement. Thank you for traveling to Putney, Vermont, and sharing this day with our students, faculty, staff, and friends of the school we have come to love and admire. Schools across the country are hosting similar graduation exercises and no doubt are grateful for the opportunity to be involved, engaged, and most importantly, in person. I hope this beautiful rural setting will always host a Greenwood graduation and with open arms bring families together. And I would venture to say that a Greenwood graduation is as unique and individual as our community. Congratulations, 8th graders, on stepping over the threshold from middle school to high school. You are just beginning a fantastic journey towards young adulthood. And I am confident that the support you have received from your parents, extended family, the Greenwood faculty and staff, and your friends here at school and back home will encourage and guide you on your educational path. Congratulations, seniors. This is truly your day. This is one of the many moments in life when you decide to turn the pages on your next chapter. And this is the day when you step forward into the world deciding how you will make a difference. Don't rush the experience. Learn to live in the experience, in the rawness of the moment. It's not about running a sprint through life, but instead running a race where you connect with the people around you, where you make a concerted effort to dig into powerful conversations, where you recognize the importance of relationships, even when backgrounds or goals may be different, and where you continually challenge yourself. Living, connecting, conversing, caring for relationships, drawing up goals, and challenging yourself happens from within, not from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, or any other form of social media. And yet, how often are we drawn to those platforms? as a means to remain engaged and entertained. We live in a fast-paced world where on one level we are receiving recommendations about mindfulness, listening to your heart, taking care of your mind and your body and your soul. And then within moments, we are bombarded by social media that entices us to post, chat, scroll, and keep our streaks alive. One of the best gifts about living on our rural Putney, Vermont campus is the opportunity to put our technology away and identify other ways to satisfy that search for entertainment. In short, when did we decide we needed to fill time with minute-by-minute entertainment rather than allow ourselves a chance to be still and quiet? Gratefully, there have been numerous moments during this past year when you have been able to leave the fast-paced world behind you, and you have opted for a simpler existence. Those times come in the shape of reading or listening to a book for pleasure, joining a trip to the mountains, walking in the woods just before dusk, taking the last ski run when the sun is beginning to set, or deciding to turn in a little earlier than usual because you recognize that you were just a little bit tired. Being able to prioritize and focus on the art of simplicity and patience above complexity and impulsivity is a goal we should all strive to achieve. Everyone in this space wants you to savor the successful completion of your Greenwood experience. Take what you have learned and impart your wisdom and knowledge to others. Bring inspiration into your life and the lives of others. Create meaningful connections. Go outside and listen with an open heart and mind. Explore and embrace different points of view so you can bring sensitivity and thoughtfulness to your relationships. When our seniors were interviewed a few weeks ago, they collectively shared this sentiment. Quote, "I didn't know what I was capable of when I arrived at Greenwood, but because someone believed in me, I have learned to believe in myself." Alexander said in his interview, "Know this." Where are you, Alexander? Here. "Know this. Whatever lies ahead for me, no matter how much of a challenge it might be, I will persevere. I will push on, and I will live a full life." This is a great day. I'd like to invite now Zach and Drinja to the stage to present the first Senior Book Award. Zach.
Good morning, everybody. Feels correct for me to give this book to Link today. Link, why don't you come up? This book is called Mutual Aid, A Factor of Evolution. The book lays out the lifelong observations of Peter Kropotkin. Kropotkin spent decades observing relationships among animals in the wilderness, as well as engaging with unstructured human societies, formed of exiled people in Siberia. In this book, Kropotkin makes a claim that Darwin's theory of evolution is incomplete. He states that competition is the law of the jungle, but cooperation is the law of civilization. Link, I hope that you figure out how to synthesize these examples of cooperation for the betterment of a species and figure out how to apply them to your life and your relationships in a meaningful way.
Hello. Okay, this book award goes to someone who is kind and selfless, a person who is not afraid to stand up for what he believes in and for others when he feels they are being misunderstood or wronged. A person who is also arguably the best movie quoter of all time. This person's laugh is infectious and his smile lights up a room. He is truly a joy to be around, and his presence will be deeply missed next year. Congratulations, Alexander. You will do great things, and I can't wait to hear all about them. Come on up.
Good morning. Today I have the privilege of presenting my book award to my advisee, Chris. Come on up, Chris. So as I reflect on our time together at Greenwood, there's a few standout qualities that I admire in Chris. First, there's an unmistakable fondness for cowboy boots. You've truly mastered the art of rocking these boots with style and flair, and it's a testament to your unique personality and ability to embrace what brings you joy. But beyond the fashion statement, there's something truly remarkable about Chris. It's the unwavering awareness to the needs of others. Throughout our journey together, I've witnessed a level of compassion and selflessness that's truly exceptional. When a student feels homesick, Chris is the first to extend a comforting hand, providing support and guidance. When a teacher needs assistance, Chris is always there, offering help with a smile. And when I found myself with an injured back and 2 feet of snow to shovel on my deck, Chris was the first to come and help me out. These acts of kindness and genuine concern have earned Chris the admiration and respect of both peers and teachers, and it's a testament to your natural leadership qualities. Your ability to recognize the needs of others is truly admirable, and I have no doubt it will continue to make a positive impact as you venture beyond Greenwood. We've often focused on supporting you in your areas of struggle during your time here, but it's your compassion and dedication to others that truly define who you are. You have an incredible ability to build connections, create joyful environments for those around you. Your care and willingness to lend a helping hand have not gone unnoticed. As we say goodbye to Chris, it's with a mixture of pride and sadness. We'll miss your presence, but we're also excited to see the wonderful things that you'll be able to achieve in the future. Your impact at Greenwood has been significant, and I have been privileged to witness your growth and development. We will all miss you next year. Congratulations, Chris.
Hello. So I keep thinking, without this guy, Greenwood's going to be like rock and roll without leather. You can come up, Liz. Blaze has admirably carved a unique place here. A man of many carefully selected words bestowed only upon the deserving, attentive listener. He's earned the respect and interest of both faculty and students. I have no idea how he does it, but he seems to operate in his own carefully crafted universe. I will deeply miss his elaborate metaphors, breaking up my day and pulling my head into his unique, creative, and hilarious world. A Renaissance man at heart with many diverse creative interests, I'm giving him fellow modern Renaissance artist and musician David Byrne's How Music Works, which I'm confident will provide him with abundant insight and serve as a poignant handbook into the creative life he's just starting. Congratulations, please. Best of luck.
Well, I had a lot of pressure because this student informed me the book that I got him for his book award 4 years ago is the only one he's ever read. So, Jack, get on up here, my guy. "4 years ago, we both arrived here at Greenwood for our first year. You were a man of very few words. Along the way, you started to open up, and as you settled in here, your moms and I had tiny celebrations when we would get notifications of you being too sociable in class. To now, I think some of your teachers really wish that you would be less social in class. You are now heading off to Colorado for college, and I want to send you off with this quote from Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any which way you choose. And to help you figure out where your dreams will take you, I have gotten you the mountain biking guide to the Americas to help you and Rafa decide what adventures you guys will be on."
Okay, so I was supposed to keep this speech short, and that's really hard to do when you have to wrap 7 years of memories up. And also, I thought, this guy is kind of a rule breaker, and if the rules should be broken for a good reason, they're gonna do it. Right, Rafa? Okay, so what I did is, I was like, how do I do 7 years in a speech? So I kind of asked faculty for help, which then gave me more things to write about. And I sort of listed them in as best a chronological order as I could. So here I go. Starting with little baby-faced struggling reader, out in the woods on bikes with Daniel, like 90% of the time, flying squirrel status, designing a hot tub for Aaron's tiny house, under Kate's desk on Rhodey's bed, hundreds, maybe thousands of picture bursts on my phone. Wheeler walked into your house that one time to say hello. Biking, skiing, laughing, being a good friend. Focus? What's that? An independent thinker, becoming a reader, funny, kind, defiant, sneakily artistic, adventure, experiential learner, out in the woods biking, still. Upgraded to regular squirrel, late for class, always dressed to kill, a poke in the ribs, skiing, a really good friend. Ski instructor, deli worker extraordinaire, beekeeper, builder, architect, mountain biking, so still out in the woods, but just has a new name now. Late for class again, but no longer a squirrel. So many great shoes. Financially literate and a budding woodworker. Driving, girls, trucks, oh my. Mountain bike transporter king, late for fewer classes, Moab trip, construction and architecture, learning about concealer, makeup, and that hair curling thing. Truck stuck in the mud, a cowboy hat, and lost car keys. A student leader and an even better friend. Getting that chicken picture, an epic advising dinner. But what about the future? Fort Lewis College next year, more biking, skiing, pretty sure. A real estate billionaire, perhaps? Whatever it is, Rafa, we hope you follow your passions. If you do that, we know you'll do great things, and I cannot wait to hear about them. Your ability to bring joy and make deep connections with others is a great strength, which is proven by how many people came to surprise you today, if you noticed. Did you notice? There's some back there. I heard another had truck trouble. It's been a real pleasure knowing you for 7 years and being your advisor. You brought me a lot of joy, some pain, and many, many laughs. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Congratulations.
Okay, hello everybody. I am so glad to be presenting these books to Morgan. Come on, Morgan. I wish you could help me with this. I've admired Morgan as I have watched him work over the year to achieve his goals. His hard work and determination have prepared him to enter Gordon College in the fall. Morgan has an outstanding breadth of knowledge and can enrich lives with his discourses. I was fortunate to teach him in the last class of the day. He enriched my life. Morgan's future goal is to become a therapist. As he says in his own words, I want to give back what psychology has given to me. Morgan, I chose these books because they have been among my favorites. The themes are about struggling adolescents and the therapists guiding them. I hope you enjoy them, and I wish you all the best in your new adventure.
Quiet people have the loudest minds. This person is a quiet person and a Greenwood success story. As a greenhorn on campus, he attended group meetings invisibly, in a corner behind a suitcase and sometimes unable to be found. In time, he's become an active community member, a tech intern helping others, and founding a fencing club, or I've just learned a HEMA club. And he volunteered at the Putney Community Food Pantry. He's a reader of good books and a tireless word sponge, soaking up new words everywhere from books and from computer games. In my class, we've had many arguments over the pronunciation of words, and he's taught me a few, like decorous and not decorous, the way I always pronounced it. So, as a student in my class, he's requested a cornucopia of words, that is, the complex sentences that make up the stories by H.P. Lovecraft. He's also read and discussed with perception stories by Hemingway, with his love of what's left unsaid, and essays by Joyce Carol Oates. So, Matt, can you come up here? Thank you.
You might be losing
They'll be rich in philosophy and history, and they present martial arts as a gateway to living the good life. Thank you, Matt.
Rafa, who's missing? Greggy's missing. Being yourself is a continuous effort. There's always another expectation placed upon you by another person pulling you towards their preferences. another nudge from society to act a certain way. It's a daily battle to be yourself, not merely with what the world wants you to be. Liam, could you join me up here, please? Liam, your sense of self and self-direction are solid, and watching as your personal growth over these past few years has been inspiring. From the guy who ate his lunch as far away as possible from anyone, I think you just didn't want to share whatever it was you had, to be honest. To a mentor, the shop manager, what is Jesse going to do? Seriously, the struggle's real. I think Richard's couch could possibly grow legs and walk away without you here to hold it down. I guarantee the amount of speeding tickets that I get on my way to work next year, not being able to tuck in behind you and your dad, is going to be a problem. A big one. But in all seriousness, I hope you continue to blaze your own path, stay true to who you are, and continue to let your passions lead you to what we all know will be a successful future. You have a book on adulting, of course. And you have the little red book of fly fishing, so hopefully you can teach Dad a thing or two on your next trip.
Great job, seniors. We also had the alarm going off. That must have been going after Greg here. I think it's probably a good time for all of us just to say, aren't we glad that we're here today? Isn't this great? Right? Feel free. Really have some energy in this day. It's a magnificent day. We're all here together. Aaron had to change out the mic, and that's what happens at graduation. So here we go. We're on to part 2. I'd like to invite Hallie Cohen to come up, and we're going to start our major awards for our seniors.
Is it good morning or is it good afternoon? Oh, thank you. Good morning. All right, so I'm pleased to present the Garrett Sprunger Award today, and it'll be presented to a graduating senior who read or listened to the most books and was judged by the overall number of pages read or listened to during the year. And this award is going to go to Jack Colton, who read over 8,000 pages.
Just bear with me for a moment. Thank you. So, Chris Lehman, could you please come up to the stage? Okay, much better. Chris, the award you're about to receive is for sportsmanship at Greenwood. You have been, I have to think, I say, Chris, I've been thinking about this award a lot. And you have great potential as an athlete, and you've shown that here so many times. I mean, at a school where organized sports isn't a main part of our curriculum, you've impressed a lot of people. So what I'm going to say is, going forward, I wanted to say today, I need to know that you promise to bring that athleticism forward into the world and use it for good. You can use it to compete for yourself if you want. You can also use it to help others compete. Your role as a mentor is a very important one. I need you to make us proud in the future of Greenwood's choice for the Sportsmanship Award, if you choose to enter coaching, I need you to think about the message you send to your athletes, because those messages will become both your legacy as well as the legacy of Greenwood School. Congratulations.
All right. This award goes to the student who demonstrates skill and achievement in the arts as a whole. Blaze, come on up. So, I apologize, I'm going to embarrass you a little bit, okay? So, I first met Blaze in 2019, I think. The year before the pandemic was your first year here at school, and I was on the weekend, I was a weekend team leader at the time. He was new here and stood out kind of like a sore thumb with his height, his leather jacket, and his curly mop of hair partially covering a slightly brooding face. He was quiet, and perhaps one might even say surly. But I was determined to try to make a connection. And once I found out he was a talented artist, I knew I had my angle. Now, fast forward to 2022, I was hired as the fine arts teacher and had the incredible good fortune to have Blaze in my class. You wouldn't know this upon meeting him, but Blaze actually has a lot to say. I'd equate him to an iceberg. One, like an iceberg, he's very quiet, yet has a very noticeable presence here on campus. Two, like an iceberg, he can be glacially slow, as was evident with your grid portrait this year. And three, like an iceberg, he has an incredible depth to him that is just underneath the surface, not always visible unless you're patient and able to wait and listen intently to his soft-spoken voice. I'm so sincerely grateful I had the privilege of working with Blaze this year. His thoughtfulness, sensitivity, careful attention to detail, and his truly exceptional skill with every single aspect of his art making was an absolute joy to observe. My only regret is having only 1 year to work with him. Thank you, Blaze.
This award is presented to a student who honors the essence of community service through their actions and enthusiasm. Chris Lehman, come on up. Now, Chris is a student that I've known for many, many, many years, and I can say without a doubt that he lives up to this award's reputation day in and day out. Whether he's being tapped on to help students overcome homesickness in the beginning of the year, or he's rallying the students to gather their ski gear the night before a trip, Chris is always looking for a way to help. Nightly events, school trips, family gathering events, special school meals, special trips to give back to the community, a positive student voice during meetings, a positive and encouraging athlete. Chris is always found looking for a way to look outside of himself and give back to others. More than that, Chris doesn't have a bad word to say about anybody, and he's often found encouraging students when they're down or unsure about participating in certain events. Chris is very near and dear to me, being an advisee of mine once upon a time, and he won't let me live it down that I abandoned him. I've watched him grow from a timid, shy young man to a confident, charming adult. He's a very positive member of the community, and though he's leaving us and graduating, I'm certain his spirit and impact will continue to be felt here and continue to follow him wherever he goes. Congratulations, Chris. Rafa, could you come to the stage for a second? Rafa's helping me out with this one.
Intermission.
Jack, will you join me on stage?
This is a presentation of the Fellowship Award. Every year, Greenwood recognizes a student who embodies everything a Greenwood community member should be. What makes the Fellowship Award different from the others? This award is given to a student and is voted for exclusively by the student body. The criteria for this award is that the student must be helpful, friendly, and a positive role model to those around them. This year's recipient absolutely embodies these qualities and much more. This student has been responsible for igniting the flames of interest in biking for many students, guiding trips through local trails, attending other students' athletic games outside of school on his own accord, lending an ear for those who need to talk, and lastly, using his own vehicle to assist in carrying student gear on school trips. This student is rarely seen without a smile, and his positive attitude is infectious. We are so excited to announce this very worthy winner of the Fellowship Award. Congratulations, Jack.
Hello. The Faculty Award. The Faculty Award is voted on and presented by the faculty to a student to celebrate his overall academic growth throughout his time here at Greenwood. This award is all about transformation. And in order to understand the journey of this year's recipient, I'm going to describe how to make a sword in 5 simple steps. Now, although a lot of our guys like swords, Matthew may just have one under his gown, I'm not sure. So number 1, you have to choose the best materials. Number 2, you need to smelt the metal, extracting the good, leaving the bad. You need to forge the metal into an instrument or weapon. You need to sharpen that metal, and then you need to decorate it. So Matthew Gobiel's journey started with the very best raw materials, his parents. They're his biggest advocates, his biggest fans. Throughout elementary school, they saw in Matthew gifts and power far beyond what his educational experience suggested, and they brought him to us when he was just 11. Upon arriving at Greenwood, we needed to smelt all the bad messages and self-talk out of Matthew, and there was a lot. But as a craftsman will tell you, once you do that, the metal left behind is quite beautiful and ready to be melded into something awesome. The craftsman in the forging process is this group over here, the faculty, with the teachers like Alana and Ann Bebko, Megan and Garrett, Sharon, Matt Skeel, not sure if he's here. They forged Matthew into a confident young man who grew not only in terms of his classroom achievements, but more importantly, in the big picture of life, making and keeping friends, advocating for himself, and most importantly, knowing himself. In his last 2 years here, with the help of other teachers like Jesse and Zach, Rich, Ted, Karen Henry, he learned to sharpen the metal, to really know exactly what his strengths were and what he wanted to do with those. He was the first of our students accepted into college this year, and he's off to Champlain College to study video game design. which is perfect for Matthew, if you know him. And the last step of decorating and adorning your sword, well, that's today. Today we celebrate your accomplishments and your perseverance. We look forward to hearing about the next steps for you. And Matthew, when you hit obstacles in the next part of your journey, remember this day, these people, the way they helped forge you from the boy who came to us 7 years ago into the man who's leaving us today. It is my pleasure on the behalf of the faculty to present the Faculty Award to you, Matthew Gobiel.
The Head of School Award. When considering the Head of School Award, I reflected on the commitment and dedication it takes to ready a sailboat, in particular a wooden sailboat, for a new adventure. A sailboat awaits you in the early summer at a quintessential marina in a Maine harbor. Before you can set sail, you must thoroughly examine your boat to determine if it is sea-ready. Step by step, you go through your prepared checklist. Are the necessary supplies on board? Are the ropes attached to the sail strong and secure? Has the tiller, which directs the rudder in order to steer the boat, is it been positioned correctly? How will I connect with my support staff on shore if I need assistance? Once you have completed your safety check, you're ready to go. You grab hold of the halyard, you raise the sail, and with the sail raised and your left hand holding tight to the halyard, you lower your body onto a bench seat and reach behind you with your right hand to the tiller. Someone on shore gives you a slight push, and you begin to glide out onto the open water. The summer breeze fills your sail as you pull your halyard taut and move your tiller just a tad to the starboard side. Suddenly you are moving at 4 knots. The sun is beaming down upon your face, and the ocean breeze is beckoning you to tighten the sail just a bit. All your hard work and dedication, your learning to trust others and build skills, and your deep, affirming belief in yourself beckon you to head off on this new journey. And as you sail, you may meet with an afternoon rainstorm, or have a change in your course due to a pod of dolphins. But at every instant you are prepared, you remember what your teachers have taught you, and you are learning to trust yourself. Today, I am pleased to announce that Alexander Catani is the 2023 recipient of the Head of School Award. Come on. Alexander receives this award for his academic, social, and emotional growth, as well as his steadfast commitment to the values of Greenwood. Alexander, you are ready to embark on a new journey. We are confident that your sails will be brimming with the qualities that make you such a wonderful young man. Dependable, inquisitive, focused, and yes, Alexander, you and your classmates will persevere, push on, and lead full lives. Congratulations. All right, so I'd like to take a slight moment here to recognize 2 faculty. The first is Susan, who we all know by Schmidt, and you probably know by Schmidt. Greenwood's assistant head of school and academic dean, who after 4 years of guiding our academic program has accepted a head of school position at the Craig School in New Jersey. Please join me in thanking Susan for her belief in our students, her creative problem solving on the academic front, and her wry sense of humor, which was part of almost every interaction we had with you over the last 4 years. And who knows, because we all will have our Type 2 driving licenses, we may make a road trip down to New Jersey this coming fall to visit you at the Craig School. So thank you very much. The faculty and students have heard from me on many occasions about the importance of raising kind human beings who come together to nurture a community. We speak about the importance of community in the best of times as well as challenging times. There is perhaps no greater quality of a school than caring for and creating through actions of a loving and kind community. Annie Quest is a beloved Greenwood teacher who, after 34 years of teaching art, theater, music, social emotional learning, and being part of every aspect of this amazing school, will be retiring at the end of this year. It would be difficult at best to define Annie's impact on Greenwood. When I spoke yesterday about raising our arms to support and guide others, that is truly the definition of Annie. With care and thoughtfulness, she has counseled and taught hundreds of students and guided faculty to join together as one voice to craft the best decisions for the school. When I was interviewing at Greenwood, Annie was asked to talk with me and meet with me for a few minutes in the parlor. An hour later, we were still talking, sharing stories. I knew then that Greenwood was a special place, and it is clear to me the reason why. It is because of educators like Annie Quest, who devote their lives to something deeper, something that they believe so deeply in. A school that supports boys with learning challenges and an environment that celebrates each individual for their gifts and their talents. This summer, we will honor Annie and her longstanding relationship with Greenwood by placing a commemorative bench, sorry, Annie, and a tree at a selected spot on campus where students and faculty alike can enjoy time to be still and reflective. On behalf of Greenwood, students, faculty, and staff, we thank you, Annie. We love you and hope that you will continue to keep Greenwood in your heart. Thank you. All right, 8th graders, it is time to award your certificate of completion as you transition from middle school to high school. In addition to your certificate, you will also receive a Greenwood medallion. When your name is called, it's huge. When your name is called, please join your classmates on the stage, and I will turn this over to Susan.
Okay. On behalf of the faculty and administration of the Greenwood School, I am pleased to acknowledge the following students for having successfully completed the courses of study in our middle school program. These students are hereby considered high school students, and they will begin their journey towards graduation by accumulating credits in the upcoming academic year. Now, some of these students have already started to collect those high school credits, and I will announce those as I read their names. And just so you know, here at the Greenwood School, every trimester gets a credit, so if you've completed an entire year, that's 3 credits in a class, okay? When I say your name, come on up and then wait for all of the names off stage, okay? Andrew Abdu, in absentia. Rory Jordan Coates. Rory has earned 3 high school math credits. Joshua Cohen. Josh has earned 3 high school English credits. Austin Joseph Mullally, in absentia. Benjamin Starkman. Ben has earned 3 high school math credits and 3 high school English credits. Well done, gentlemen. Okay, great. Yep, you can go down.
All right, great. Congratulations to our middle school students who are now high school students. Seniors, are you ready? It's your time to share your thoughts with families and friends and our faculty and staff. So at this time, I'd like to invite Chris Lehman with his senior speech.
First I want to say is this is so us. I want to thank all my teachers who have helped me to get to where I am today. Also for helping me find my way in this journey. I will remember every single one of you. Thank you to Kahan for helping me apply to college and all my work in class, get all my work done in class, and just being good with me. Thank you for everything, and go Nuggets. Jeff, where are you? Oh, hi. Jeff, I have known you for a long time. You have helped me through my problems and just getting over them, basically. Thank you for being my first year advisor, and thank you. Thank you to my friends, everyone. They have helped me get through a hard time and feel better. And James, my best friend that graduated last year. You'll always be my best friend. I'm sad and happy to move on with my life. All right. Aaron Dahl, thank you for the past 4 years and being such a great teacher and messing with me when I am late to class. Makes me laugh every single day. But I'm really gonna miss you, and I'll come back and see you guys. Beth, you have helped me the first day I arrived on campus when I was super homesick and couldn't, I was like, I just wanted to go home, and you introduced me to Max Millay, and he helped me get through all that. Working with you and all in the dorms and being a student leader beside you has really helped me and made me stronger in life. And I'm gonna take that on all the way till when I die. But let's not think of that right now. But seriously, I'm gonna miss you a lot, and thank you for everything. Sways, thank you for being there for me and just helping me get to where I am. So yeah, thank you. Rich, you've been my advisor for 3 years. It's been really fun in Watershed, my favorite class. Playing sports like ultimate frisbee on the field, and with my great speed and your great throwing ability, we scored a lot of touchdowns. Please text me or hit me up on that cell phone at any time. Thank you so much. Jesse, I have never had a class with you. Well, except that one science class. Yeah. I've never had a woodshop class with him. But I try to make as much time to go in there and never do actual work. Just sit there and play some music, and you're always like, can you turn that down a bit? It's very loud in here. I just remember, we've made good friends in there, and I will always remember you. And next time you have an Iceland trip, I will totally come. Zach. Yo. Swag. Zach's been a really good friend to me, and teacher. He's younger, so he's like sort of like me, but he's a little different with his little moped. I know we'll cross paths in life. Just thank you for everything, and whenever you want, let's have an SEO class. Last, I want to thank my parents for sending me to Greenwood. It was great for me, and I made some of my best friends here. I love you guys so much. Chris Lemon is out, aka CL Smooth. Thank you.
Hard stuff getting up here and making a speech, so good job, Chris, leading us off. Jack Colton.
What a ride. You know, there were times where I never thought anything like this would be possible. But due to the nearly Herculean effort of my parents and teachers, I now stand before you as a graduating senior. During my time at Greenwood, I learned so much and had some crazy experiences. Everything from exploring Putney on bikes with Jesse and Zach, to going to Iceland and Moab, also with Jesse and Zach. To my parents, none of this would have been possible without you. All of the time, effort, and sacrifices that you've made have not gone unnoticed by me. And I can't even describe how grateful I am for that. I will always be able to look back on my time here and smile, remembering all the good times and accomplishments. Yeah, thank you.
I know, Jack, you did have a last line in there. Okay, Link, you're set.
This might take me a bit because I forgot to raise the font. Okay. No, I got it. It'll be fine. First, I want to thank everybody for showing up and supporting all of us. I want to thank my parents and my brothers for supporting me and encouraging me to grow and thrive at Greenwood. I also want to thank a couple of teachers in particular for having a particularly important and impactful role during my time here at Greenwood. I want to thank Zach for being an incredible role model for me for the past 2 years, and an amazing friend the entire time, especially when I just need somebody to talk to or to go on a quick night hike near the end of the day because I had a rough day. I want to thank Rich for helping me get on the Utah trip and constantly bringing me to the White Mountains, and for encouraging me to pursue skiing and hiking. I want to thank Jesse for never giving up on me, even when he probably should have, and for helping me bounce back from a tough time. And I haven't known Nate for super long, but I want to thank him for encouraging me to pursue climbing. Even though it is new to me, he always told me to pursue, my bad. Even though it was complex and difficult, he always encouraged me to keep trying, even if you'd fall down a couple times. I want to thank everybody again for being here, And to my fellow graduates, it's been lit. Thank you.
Yeah. Rafa, you're on.
Need to get this. I've been at Greenwood for 7 long years. I've met so many great people, been in so many great classes over these years. I would like to take this time to thank a couple people. I would like to thank my grandfather for making it possible for me to be able to go here. It wouldn't have happened without him. I would like to thank my parents for making the move to Vermont for me to be able to go here. I want to thank my advisor, Alana, for always being there if I need to talk or anything else. I want to thank Rich for the great ski days we've had together and being able to ski with your son, Brooks, in the trees. And also letting me bring you down some of the hardest trails on Highland and Killington. I'd like to thank Jesse for all the amazing bike rides we've had over the years that I've been here. And all the morning talks that we've had in the dining hall where I should have been in class or morning meeting. And also for all the ski days that we've had, and especially going down the power lines and watching you get stuck in the powder. Thank you, Zach and Jesse, for the amazing Moab trip. Thank you, Amanda, for an extremely fun financial literacy class. I learned so much in that class. I just want to thank all my friends, too. And yeah.
Thanks, Rafa. Alexander.
Hello, everyone. I'm feeling bittersweet about this moment, one I thought would never come. The Greenwood School has been my second home for the last 3 years, and it is now a part of myself. The school has provided me with opportunities I never took advantage of before, from participating in new group activities and understanding my relationship with you as my friends. I want to thank all of my teachers for aiding me in my classes and encouraging me to work out any issues I have had there. But most importantly, I must thank my parents for collaborating with tutors and teachers from and outside of Greenwood in setting up my beginnings at such a wonderful school. Greenwood is more than just a school to me now. It has become another family to me, a very big family at that. I will miss all of you, but I promise that you will not be forgotten, and that is a fact. Good luck and enjoy the sweetness that summer brings.
Thank you, Alexander. Matthew.
I'll say my thanks and recall some of my past experience during my 7 years at Greenwood. Of all my memories, my most cherished is of myself and other students just simply playing games. My other cherished memories were trips I took to other countries, like Iceland, or the day I flipped my bike over a tree and permanently stunted the growth of the tree. There are a lot of other memories, but we need to move on. So I'll just say my thanks. Thank you to my parents and my Uncle Eric for supporting me and getting me to this school. Thank you to all of my teachers over these past 7 years. I wouldn't be standing here without each and every one of you. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Matthew. Morgan.
Greetings, hold on. Greetings, everyone. Graduating, as you all know, is an important milestone in life, and I am proud to have finally reached it. Sometimes it felt like it was never going to get here. Honestly, took forever. It took a lot of hard work and perseverance to get here, and I am proud to have finally reached it. Now, one of the things I've learned throughout high school is that life throws challenges at you. I'm sure everyone knows this. But one thing that you can take from those challenges is the perseverance and the determination to get through it. Never give up, regardless of what life throws at you. Now, there are many, many people I want to thank, but not enough time to thank them all, unfortunately. But first, I would like to thank my family who believed in me and never let me give up, especially my parents. They knew where we were going and they never gave up. Thank you, guys. I would also like to thank the teachers here at Greenwood. Even though I've only been here for what feels like only a week, it's gone by so fast, but they still helped me along the journey. There are too many to thank. But I want to thank them all. Also, here at Greenwood, some of the things I've learned here, like living in the dorms or getting to class on time, it has helped me feel confident as I go to college next year, because college is scary. I'm sure we all know that. But as we celebrate this very important event for everyone, especially our seniors, let us embrace the very fast coming future with an opened mind and an opened heart. Because even though this is a bittersweet moment, it is important to cherish it and be prepared for whatever the future comes and celebrate as we go into it and move forward. So it's just so hard to leave Greenwood after being here for a while. As we go into the unknown and the known, let us never give up. And I mean never give up. Let us go into the future with grit and determination to live a happy and fulfilled life. And I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Morgan. Mr. Gregg.
Backed up. Okay. I came to Greenwood 3 years ago. My two siblings, Kaylee and Declan, were in college, and my mom and dad made the decision to move to Vermont with me so that I could attend Greenwood. For the last 3 years of high school, now this was a great for my dad, who loves to ski and fish, but for my mom, let's just say she hates the cold. But for me to go to Greenwood, she was up for the challenge if I was. To my parents, my siblings, Nan and Papa, you all made my education here possible. I want to say thank you. When I first started at Greenwood, I was still a bit unsure about how this would go. For the first week, I made my mom wait in the parking lot all day in case I needed to make a quick escape. We are in the middle of the woods in Vermont, so I needed her to be the getaway car. But after a few days at Greenwood, I realized the school was different. I want to thank all of the teachers who I've had these past few years. I've learned and taken valuable lessons from all of you. You have changed my life for the better. Jesse, I have enjoyed being your intern in the wood shop, my official title being Supervisor Grigg. If you are sick or need a day off, just give me a call and I can be available to cover the shop. Richard, as your advisee these past 3 years, I want to thank you for passing along all your words of wisdom. I have listened to most of what you said. Your best advice being, Liam, there's no such thing as trying, there's only doing, because trying always leaves the door open for not doing. This is not a goodbye. I will be attending Landmark College just down the street, and Sway said I could come by anytime to visit. So Richard, you never know when I will walk into your office, or should I say our office, to find me sitting on your couch eating a turkey sandwich. Thank you.
Well done, seniors. All right, we're about there to have our seniors receive their diplomas, but I want to talk a little for a second about the items that are at the edge of the table, which are called talking sticks. The talking stick, Susan, can you hear me? The talking stick represents your personal journey here at school. In the Native American tradition, a talking stick is passed to individuals when they are prepared to speak openly and honestly, and while they are speaking, everyone listens and is respectful. As graduating seniors, you are finding your voice, your way to communicate your thoughts. As you enter the next chapter of your life, this talking stick is representative of your voice, your commitment, and your responsibility to others. These well-worn pieces of nature were found in the Vermont woodlands and made for you by Richard. We also want to, the other piece, so the talking sticks. The other piece before the diplomas is I want to acknowledge 2 students in the graduating class, Matthew Gobeil and Rafa Andrew Moore, who are not only 4-year seniors, but have completed, as Rafa and Matthew have said, 7 years at Greenwood. So to Matthew and to Rafa, congratulations for making it through. All right. All right, let's do some diplomas.
Okay. Okay, before I begin inviting the graduates up here on stage, I do want to draw attention to the regalia, and I'm going to talk about that just a little bit and what that signifies. So a lot of people call what you're wearing on your head a cap. It's actually called a mortar board. And the mortar board is from the masonry industry. And it's what is technically used to keep mortar on for a craftsman to put bricks together. And you're wearing it, and all graduates wear this, to symbolize becoming a master craftsman in some regard. Today, you're wearing it to signify mastering your academics. The second thing, you're wearing cords. And the cords all signify different areas of study that you perform very well in here at Greenwood. If you've gone above and beyond the graduation requirements in any specific discipline, then as I call your name, I'm also going to indicate the color of the cord that you're wearing. Right? It's also in your programs. Okay, all right, let's go. Gentlemen, when I call your names, come on up here, and we'll get a picture, and then please wait for your classmates over here, and we'll turn your tassels together at the end, okay? On behalf of the faculty and the administration, I am pleased to bestow upon the following gentlemen their high school diplomas for having completed the graduation requirements as outlined by the Greenwood School. Raphael Leonardo Andrew Moore. Rafa is wearing a golden stole to designate completing both middle school and high school at Greenwood. He's wearing a yellow cord to designate excellence in business, gray for excellence in science, white for excellence in experiential education, and green and gold to designate that he is a four-year senior. Daniel Chandy, in absentia. James Anthony Colton. Jack is wearing a gray cord to designate excellence in science, purple for excellence in the humanities, and a green and gold cord to designate being a four-year senior. Blaze Michael Crosby. Blaze is wearing a black cord to designate excellence in mathematics, pink for excellence in art, orange for excellence in music, and green and gold to designate being a four-year senior. Matthew Alexander Gobiel. Matthew is wearing a golden stole to designate completing both middle school and high school at Greenwood, a black cord to show excellence in mathematics, and a green and gold cord to designate being a four-year senior. Liam John Grigg. Wearing a yellow cord to designate excellence in business, black to designate excellence in mathematics, and white to designate excellence in experiential learning. Alexander Thorpe Katani. Alexander's wearing a blue cord to designate excellence in history, gray to designate excellence in science, and purple to designate excellence in the humanities. Christopher Michael Lehman, Jr. Chris is wearing a multicolored cord to designate excellence in leadership and a green and gold cord to designate being a four-year senior. Paul Dryden Muller, in absentia. Joseph Morgan Queen. Morgan is wearing a black cord to designate excellence in mathematics, blue to designate excellence in history, gray to designate excellence in science, and purple to designate excellence in the humanities. Link Sweeney. Link is wearing a black cord to designate excellence in mathematics, a multicolored cord to designate excellence in leadership, and a gray cord to designate excellence in science. Okay, before I present the class to you, the audience, we're going to turn the tassel. So high schools around the country embrace the tradition of which is called turning of the tassel. It symbolizes the movement from a student to a graduate, and I'm going to welcome you all to turn your tassels from the right to the left together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I give you the class of 2023. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Take your seat again, please.
All right, congratulations, class of 2023. And now, I think we're at a place that we have some great music ready to go. So, Blaze, I think you're needed up at the band. Jack Shaw, where are you? Clyde is here, and Moses. Why, thank you, Jack. There may be some significance, but I'm not going to ask what. All right, here goes. Is our famous, well-known Greenwood rock and roll band. Go to it.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? So this first song is by Led Zeppelin. It's the Immigrant Song. Most of you will know it from Thor Ragnarok.
Drive our ships to new lands to fight the horde, sing and cry. Valhalla, I am coming. Army sweep, rushing on. Our only goal will be the western shore. Whispered tales, gore, how we come. all you're losing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right. So, this next song is special because our own Moses wrote it. So I'm gonna let him introduce it.
All right, so this is my song. It's called "Is This the Way It's supposed to be?" Or it's whatever you want it to be. Yeah. All right, is this the way? Is this the way it's supposed to be? Is this complete? Is this the way it's supposed to be? I was walking home from school that night. I almost got into a fight. The way it's supposed to be. Do you think I should be mean? Do you think I'm green? Do you think I should be a dream? But is that the way? Yeah. Fighting's not the way. I wanna show the way. It's how it's supposed to be. You can change the future. You change your heart. I have faith. You can't tear it apart. 'Cause do you think I should be mean? Think I'm green? Do you think I should be a dream? But is that the way? Do you think I should be mean? Do you think I'm green? But do you think I should be a dream? But is that the way? Yeah. But is that the way? Oh, yeah, yeah. But is that the way? Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So this next song is a first for a Greenwood band, I think, because it's the first rap song we've ever done, I believe. This is "Sabotage" by the Beastie Boys.
I've always wanted to be a rapper. I mean, I kind of know to rap, but I just... That was a really bad joke. I can't stand it. You know I planned it. I'ma set straight this for the gate. I rocking when I'm in here. Cause your crystal ball is so crystal clear. You sit back and wonder why I've got this fucking thorn in my side. Oh my god, it's a mirage. This is it's sabotage. So listen up, cause you can't say nothing. You shut me down with the push of your button. I'm out and I'm gone. I'll tell you now, I keep it on and on. Cause what you see, you might not get. So you can bet. So don't you get suited. You're steaming on a thing that's a mirage. I'll tell you now, it's sabotage. Listen all y'all, it's sabotage. Listen all y'all, it's sabotage. Listen all y'all, it's sabotage. I can't stand it. You know what, man? I'ma set you straight. This morning, I can't stand rocking when I'm in this place because I feel disgrace because you're all in my face. You make up the channel. I'm by the race, I fly up the handle, but I be it's a mirage. You're steaming on a thing of sabotage.
Thanks. All right, so this next song is also a special one because we centered Blaze around this since this is his last performance. This is While My Guitar Gently Weeps by the Beatles. Told you how to unfold your love.
Still my guitar gently weeps.
So, to the class of 2023, to our families and friends, faculty and staff, to our middle school graduates, to the band, to everyone, thank you, congratulations, have a wonderful, wonderful summer.